Hope is alive in Hollywood. It's true. The top 7 Hollywood movies of 2023 showed us that great storytelling cannot be controlled, just like great art cannot be tamed, only unleashed. Whether it's revving up your engines on the racetrack, fighting a crusade, or cheering for cinematic revolution, 2023, after all, did have some magical movies for everyone. Just wait till you check out my selection for the number 2 spot. So grab your popcorn, because coming in for the slam dunk at number 7 is Air.
You were cut from your high school basketball team. You willed your way to the NBA. You're gonna win championships. It's an American story, and that's why Americans are gonna love it.
Picture a film that weaves together all the high-stakes games of corporate basketball with the art of the big screen alley-oop, and you got Air. But this isn't a film just for basketball fans. This is a movie for anyone who's ever dared to dream big.
He puts the ball in the hands of an 18-year-old freshman. Why? Greatness.
In 2023, director Ben Affleck stepped up his game like a seasoned point guard, delivering a full-court press of storytelling brilliance. Air catapults us back into the 1980s. Matt Damon's cunning performance of Sonny Vaccaro and Affleck's Phil Knight risk it all to sign one of the biggest fish in the college basketball pond, Michael Jordan. And together, they transform Nike from an underdog into a cultural icon. From the script to the screen, this movie has it all. So lace up your Air Jordans for an experience that'll soar above the rest and remind us that sometimes to change the game, you just need to take the shot.
Jordan, Michael Jordan, 14 seconds.
Stealthily slipping into the number 6 spot, The Killer. Director David Fincher's latest masterwork is an ultra-cool film that redefines the hitman genre for the 21st century. Michael Fassbender is back. He is a deadly, unnamed assassin with the precision of a Swiss watchmaker who somehow misses his mark, then leaves his target of life only to implode his entire calculated life, forcing him to do the one thing he hates to do: improvise. Fassbender in this movie is magnetic. His soulless monster with a smirk rocks out silently to a soundtrack of the Smiths, all while narrating a stream of conscious monologue about morality and the art of death.
Consider yourself lucky if our paths never cross. Except luck isn't real, nor is karma.
This procedural is rich in detail, thrill, suspense, surgical action, and all the deadpan humor of a rare treat. But what I really loved about the movie is how unapologetic it is. This isn't a story of redemption, but one of precision. How an icy cold assassin who could as easily order a Big Mac, kill a person, or blend into the background gets hot when he takes things personally. The Killer is a gunshot in a silent room whose echo will stay with you long after the credits roll.
Who do you think you're trying to intimidate? You're not gonna. There's no upside.
Coming in hot at number 5, Gran Turismo.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
Gran Turismo is the Rocky of race car movies, a high-speed sports epic that follows the true story of Jan Mardenborough. And he's not just your average 19-year-old. This is a guy who took his video game obsession from the couch to the cockpit and then transformed his PlayStation fantasies into the asphalt realities of becoming a professional race car driver. I love Gran Turismo. It is a well-oiled machine that also defied Hollywood's agenda, and I call that a win. We got a hero's journey, a nuclear family, and a loving father, all while feeling like we're strapped into this high-octane race that'll make your palms sweat and set the stage for tragedy and triumph, and an inspirational speech that'll remind you to be who you were born to be. Gran Turismo is a wild ride where pixels meet the pavement and dreams shift gears into reality.
I need you to be faster than this. Don't think, just react.
Grabbed a bunch of cones back there. Extra points.
Coming in for the seismic number 4 spot, Oppenheimer.
He wanted to be the man who moved the earth. He talks about putting the nuclear genie back in the bottle. Well, I'm here to tell you that I know J. Robert Oppenheimer, and if he could do it all over, he'd do it all the same.
Director Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer is a 3+ hour nuclear reaction of cinematic brilliance. This is a mesmerizing story that delves into the life and moral complexities of J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb. Yet, it's Cillian Murphy's tour de force performance that allows you to walk a mile in his shoes, not only understanding his scientific genius, but the landmines he had to navigate all the way starting back from his college days at Cambridge to the 1954 Banana Republic show trial that wanted to strip him of his security clearances. And what's amazing is this is Christopher Nolan's very first time in a movie dealing with real-world people and events. And he doesn't disappoint. He blends intense drama with facts and delivers visually stunning cinematography for a thought-provoking journey through the corridors of power, politics, science, and the human psyche. Oppenheimer doesn't just recount history, it makes history.
Now it's your turn to deal with the consequences of your achievement.
Seizing the number 3 spot with a blend of heart and humor, The Holdovers.
Hey, so you got kicked out of Harvard for cheating?
Nope, I got kicked out of Harvard for hitting him.
You hit him? What, like punched him out?
Nope, I hit him with a car.
I'm just going to say it. The Holdovers is a breath of fresh air, an American dramedy that explores the unlikely connections and unexpected twists in life. The film takes place in the early 1970s at a New England boarding school where 3 lost souls find one another. You got the amazing Paul Giamatti, who plays an unlovable professor with body odor who hates fun. Then you get this bright, angry student and a grieving mother as a head cook. Slowly, the trio find comfort in each other's company over Christmas break and rediscover the meaning in life. Now, the premise may sound dull to you. However, it is anything but, and the performances are pitch perfect. Director Alexander Payne's love letter to 1970s cinema makes the movie feel like it's made in the 70s, complete with fake grain celluloid scratches and a chronological character-based approach to storytelling that in 2023 must have felt radical. The Holdovers doesn't just tell a story, it highlights the beautiful detours that change our lives for the better.
This is a family matter, and you had no right to interfere.
I don't give a shit.
Storming into the number 2 spot with courage and conviction, The Sound of Freedom.
It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's gonna pass the drug trade. Because you can sell a bag of cocaine one time with a child 5 to 10 times a day. God's children are not for sale.
God's children are not for sale is not a marketing tagline. It is a battle cry for a movie that acts like a weapon of mass destruction against evil. Sound of Freedom is an independent film based on the life of Tim Ballard, a Department of Homeland Security agent played by Jim Caviezel. He goes undercover in order to rescue an abducted brother and sister from modern-day slavery ring. But it's Caviezel's performance that captures all of the agony and unwavering resolve of a hero while serving a testament to the enduring power of hope and the relentless pursuit in the fight for justice. But what sets this film apart from everything else is that the story never once sugarcoats the grim realities of child trafficking, nor does the production ever sensationalize them. This is cinema with a purpose done right, a movie that not only moves you, but challenges you to rise up, raise awareness, and take a stand.
That's it?
You're talking about extracting an 11-year-old girl from unknown terrain.
So?
It's controlled by an army of rebels.
Right?
Forget about what could happen to us. She could be killed too.
What if this was your daughter? Jorge?
Stomp into the top of the chart, the number 1 movie of 2023, Godzilla -1. This Japanese titan isn't just a movie. It is a cinematic revolution that didn't play by the rules. They wrote their own. Godzilla -1 is set at the end of World War II in 1945. We have a kamikaze pilot named Koichi who encounters the king of the atomic monsters on an island. Then 2 years later, in the rubble of Tokyo, just as he's rebuilding his life, dealing with the demons from his past and forming a new family, once again, he's forced to face down with Godzilla himself in an epic dance of destiny. But this isn't a monster mash. It is an intimate exploration of the human heart with a monster in it as a force of nature. We're talking about an explosion of big screen spectacle meets a masterclass in storytelling. So buckle up for a bold vision of heroes and hard choices that'll make you cheer as much as you tear up. Godzilla -1 will inspire you to dream bigger, fight harder, and roar louder. And at the end of the day, It reminds us all why we love movies in the first place. To round out our top movies of 2023, we have 4 honorable mentions, just like finding a few extra fries at the bottom of the bag. Go check out Sisu, a Finnish war action film set in the 40s. Think of it as a cross between a spaghetti western and Rambo First Blood. Then for a U-turn, take the entire family on a trip to the Mushroom Kingdom with Super Mario Brothers. But first, make sure to watch that before you do a deep dive into the movie Iron Claw, because that is a high-intensity, heavy drama about a Texas wrestling family that has more tangles and turns than a Royal Rumble. And last but not least, Dungeons and Dragons. Let me just say, this is not artsy-fartsy cinema at all. Just pure, unadulterated, turn-your-brain-off fantasy. Think of it like fast food for your imagination. It's not very nutritional, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. Now, if you enjoyed the video and found value in it, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and share with everyone you know. And to win every battle and stay true to yourself, all you have to remember is, we never bow down, we never bend the knee. Always forward.